Alrighty then, today we're going to check out a shipwreck called Palawan out of Redondo Beach, King Harbor. So again, we're going to start with Google Earth. This is your launch point here, and Palawan is just about 2 miles away from the launch point as the crow flies. So I'm figuring it should be within reach for most kayak fishermen. So I'm going to go to the area and kind of zoom in here. As you can see, Google Earth actually kind of depicts the wreck itself. And this little symbol, I believe, denotes that it's a dive destination. So Palawan isn't exactly NSA top secret stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you the coordinates. So if you take these numbers and punch them into your fish finder, you should be able to navigate to Palawan Wreck. As I'm pedaling along, most of the time the fish finder screen will look like this. When the screen looks like this, don't even bother dropping anything down. If you do, you might catch maybe a sand dab or a lizardfish, but the kind of fish we're after will relate to structure. When you hit structure like a shipwreck, your screen will look like this. Okay? It'll be very irregular, it'll be jaggy, and it'll be a solid red, typically with Garmin units. This is the kind of stuff that you want to fish. Typically, you're not going to see the classic fish arches, but trust me, the fish are there. So as I approach the wreck, I'm going to start seeing clutter on the bottom of my fish finder. I've got the lure in hand, ready to quickly drop down. The fish finder tells me I've arrived. I drop the lure into the water, and then I quickly change rudder direction so that I'm basically doing a tight 360 around the falling lure. I'm trying to keep the line as straight up and down as possible.
Right here, Zach.
You really have to pay attention here, because as soon as the lure hits the bottom, you have to quickly pick it up and crank up about 2-3 times on the reel. You do not want to be dragging your expensive lure across structure, or else you will get it hung up.
Oh, big fish. Oh, this is a really big fish. Yeah. Maybe the biggest sand bass I've caught. That lure that you have should kill him. Oh my God.
Now, I make several mistakes here, but
Look at this
probably
monster,
the
Zach.
most important thing
Holy
not
cow.
to do is to pull the fish's head out of the water. Often when you pull a fish's head out of the water, that fish will go into panic mode, and that's how you lose fish right at the surface.